Welcome back to the studio. Today we have Pivin Liu, co-founder of the Levain Group with us. Levain Group specializes in turnkey solutions for F&B in Malaysia and regionally. Pivin will be sharing with us about how Levain's solution is a plug and play for the future of F&B, where she will talk about turnkey solutions versus custom-built kitchen solutions. So, hi Pivin, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Hi Jen, thanks for inviting. Okay.
Yes, so before we start, right, can you tell us a bit more about Levain Group? I know that you specialize in turnkey solutions, but you also have other various businesses. So tell us more about Levain Group.
Okay, basically under our roof, we have a group, we have a team of master chef, okay? Except me, I'm not, okay? All my partners, they are all the master chef in this line for more than 30 over years. And we do provide turnkey, as in from A to Z business setup. Right. So what do we call about A to Z is because basically many people have dreams of setting up a F&B business, but they do not know where to start, how to start, and most importantly is a common question is how much should I invest, you know, okay? So this is because F&B is we can transform from a very small business to a very large scale because we do set up like central kitchens and things like that. So when people come to it, basically we custom made a whole concept solely for them.
Right. So it's not really a one size fits all sort of plug and play.
Yes.
It's customized.
Yep.
But then when you deliver it to the client, they can literally just plug and play.
Correct.
Right.
Because everyone, we have like different dreams. And some people tells me that, hey, I want to open up my own bakeries. I want to open up my own cafes, okay? Right. And some, they say, hey, I want to do like what you all do to export. I want to open up a central kitchens and things like that. So we custom made, we help them to, A to Z is from site location, sourcing, and renovation. We draw the layout for them. We help them to plan what type of equipments and machineries to do. Right. And then also like how to do recipes if let's say they do not have any recipes at all. They simply say, I want to open up a cake shop, but I do not know how to make a cake at all.
Right. So it could very well fit into people who needs to pivot.
Yes.
Right. Or probably people who have lost their jobs and they want to now start a business, but they have absolutely no experience in F&B, and they can come to you and you can just literally build the entire kitchen setup and operate. And would you also guide them in operations?
Yes, we do. We will guide them, we will train them, we provide them with the SOPs as well. Just that what we don't touch is the marketing side because we are not the pro marketing, okay? So the marketing side, we leave it to the clients, okay, and the marketing experts around here.
So that means you cover literally everything. That's why you say A to Z.
Yeah, basically. And even for those like they want to go for loan, they have their dream of building up, but they are lack of some financial aids. Right. So we do help them on the final part as well.
That is so interesting, right? And you've also got other businesses as well, right? Other than the turnkey solutions.
Yes, we do. But tell you what, Jen, instead of I'm explaining, okay, not in a very detailed form, right? I actually have a very interesting clips that probably can tell us like what do our company do in a whole.
Right, in a nutshell. That's interesting. Let's take a look at the video.
Welcome to Levain Group. We are a company providing turnkey F&B business consultation, F&B equipment and automation, halal and HACCP consultation, frozen premium bread and pastries supply. Our professional services include machinery and equipment supply for all scale of food and beverage business setup including factories full line processing, drawings, equipment planning and recipe and technology transfer. Factory setup for all kinds of food-related industries such as bread, cakes, confectionery, beverages, chocolates, cookies, pao and dim sum, ready-to-eat products, paste, sauce, frozen food products manufacturing etc. A to Z turnkey solution. From kiosk to shop, no matter small, medium, or large scale. Bakery outlet setup, restaurant setup, food factory setup, cafe setup. Certification application, halal, HACCP, ISO IGMP. Let us know what's your need. We'd love to welcome you to be part of our happy clients.
Wow, you are right. You know, it's just one clip that tells you everything in a nutshell. So basically, people can come to you when they will have a dream or they want to open up an F&B business, or maybe perhaps even they want to change the concept and they can actually then come
Yes.
over to you.
Welcome.
Right. I noticed in the video you also do certification on food safety. So can you share with us about that part?
Oh, sure. Because recently we found out that in Malaysia, okay, because we have been setting up projects like overseas and Malaysia as well. So we found that that's a very lacking of food safety awareness among local F&Bs, because it's a very easy entry point. Everyone can actually enter into F&B industry without knowing any kind of food safety knowledge and things like that. So where we come in is where people want to apply for halal and where people want to apply for HACCP or BRC or FFSC. It might sound like alien words to most of the F&Bs, okay? But over here, we do provide the entire consultation because we feel it's very important to actually know what food safety really is.
Yes.
And for those like common words would be HACCP, where people know, oh, HACCP, they simply apply because, you know, their customers require that,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Or a
But they don't
shopping mall.
understand.
Yes,
they don't really understand what it entails and what it really means.
Yes. So
Right.
basically, HACCP is a certification for food safety assurance. So if let's say you want to open up a central kitchens or you want to open up a factory, so it's an assurance certificate for your clients that your food produced here are safe.
I see. And you do that for the F&B owners.
Yes, we do on the consultations.
Right.
If let's say we welcome retailers to come over so that we can build a very food safety environment for Malaysian as well.
Wow, that's really interesting, right? Okay, so it's interesting to look at the fact that you basically offer is a one-stop solution, right? Almost a one-stop solution because they don't do marketing. So one-stop solution and together with certification, right? So your 90% of your headaches are gone. But before I go to the second question, I'd like to ask you, what inspired you to start this business 30 years ago?
Okay, well, my partner started it 30 over years ago, okay?
Okay.
But me, myself, because my background was actually in nutrition and business, and I opened up a cafe actually, okay, in my during my teenage time, okay, where I think, I want a place that I gather all my friends around, okay, to enjoy, you know.
Right.
This is many people's dreams, okay, and it was my dream as well.
Right.
But I faced a lot of difficulties because I don't even know how to cook at all.
Right.
Okay, so I paid a lot of like unnecessarily. Okay, so that is where I get to know my partners, and they actually give me a very good guidance and
Right.
consultations because
Right.
based on their experience. But what we found is a lot of people that we dare not ask,
Right.
or they feel like people dare not want to share,
Right.
or don't want to share. They want to keep it by themselves. So when I met my group of partners, they are like, oh, they are really willing to share. So it's like, I feel if let's say I myself as an owner, okay, I face this problem. So there might be a lot of people around that they want to open up, but they might
Right.
facing this kind
Right.
of problems.
Okay, so your business is actually discovered through realizing and recognizing your own issues and challenges, and
Yes.
therefore you created a solution.
Yes.
Right? Wow, that's really amazing. Right, so we understand that Levain Group also strives for efficiency in production and food preservation. So what we really want to find out from Levain Group is how do they help F&B owners achieve desired food quality while maintaining shelf life? Now that's interesting. And what about the cost? How does it help them save cost?
You ask a very good questions, okay? Where a lot of F&B, especially during MCO and pandemic, whereby we face a lot of problem. People can't dine in, okay, and they have to deliver out. But when they deliver out, the food is not, it's not fresh, okay,
Yes.
and they have a lot of complaints.
Yeah.
So this is where we are very actively helping a lot of F&Bs, especially restaurants and central kitchens, on doing a proper frozen, or we call it a food preservation method.
I see.
Because
Okay.
when people talk about frozens, you know, there are people that they are very ignorant and they do not know what is the proper way. They just like after cooking a food, they put in a, our old school method, okay, they put in the freezer, okay, and then they serve that way to the clients. But end up, they receive a lot of complaints. Because when we talk about shelf life, we are not talking about the food that wouldn't get rotten. It's like it's freshly edible and it's at a safe level, okay, and also it maintains the texture. This is what we want to achieve.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because I also know that particularly the frozen halal dim sum market has just mushroomed, and there are like so many people doing frozen halal dim sum, right? So the fact is that dim sum, you like to eat it fresh, right, at the restaurant. How do you then have freshness in terms of quality from frozen food, right?
Yeah.
I think then it boils down to how you store it, isn't it?
Correct.
Very, very interesting.
The entire process is important. Like how do you actually prepare it and what technology that you are using? Because in Malaysia, some people might think, hey, I want to do something, but I want to save on cost. But they do not dare to actually invest in technologies.
Right.
Over here, we are creating a lot of awareness. We hold up seminars, we hold up a lot of classes to educate people or to share with people why do you need technology to actually transform. And it's no longer zaman dulu, okay? It's now 2021, okay? And we faces a lot of pandemic, this kind of issues. So technology will actually help you a lot to actually solve your problems on preservations and all these things.
The machinery, the automation, and so on. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I also noticed there's something very interesting that that Lavane Group doesn't just do turnkey solutions. You've got some F&B products as well, right?
Yes.
What are those? Just what are the other area of business that you do?
Okay, well, we have our own frozen factories, okay, that we usually export the frozen premium breads, okay, to locally and also export as well. So our breads are actually ready to eat, okay. Once you try it, okay, I believe you will love it, okay? Because basically your restaurants, you do not need any chef. And you can actually produce a very high quality of breads, which can serve in minutes or even in seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
So are we saying that your products or your solution is going to replace culinary?
No, not really. Because they have every business, we have our own way of doing it. But what we want is because we want to provide maybe convenience to people. That if they really want to go into F&B, so we are just sharing our experience and to provide probably a more convenient solution for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, perhaps you can tell all our audience and the industry players out there, what is it now with COVID situation moving on? What is it that you can share with them in terms of solutions that you provide? How can it help them, in this pandemic situation, or rather in this, very, very changed lifestyle situation?
Yes, because we can see during this pandemic, there are a lot of businesses, they are facing a lot of closing down difficulties because they simply don't want to change or they don't dare to change. So what we can share is no matter how life has to go on, okay, if you are already invested your money in F&B, why not just walk out from the circle, okay? Learn what technology can do for you all and how you can actually transform. Because I can see also many of our clients, especially the manufacturing line, they are doing really good during this pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, so there are people around that can actually help out. So dare to speak up, tell people your problem so that others can assist you as well.
Wow, I love that. I love what she just said, about that part about, seeking for help. So those of you who are in need of any form of assistance, in terms of your F&B business, do give a call, give a shout out to Lavane Group. They're all here for you. They're providing an A to Z solution, all under one roof, and they will definitely be able to find a way out for you. So we've come to the end of our session with Lavane Group. We'd like to thank Piven Liu, the co-founder of Lavane, for sharing her insights with us on Hospitality Asia Channel. Do look out for our next session where we will be talking to two amazing gentlemen who are very experts in their own field about evolution and innovation in the tourism industry. We'll see you then. Stay tuned.